It's yo boy! Oh my god! It feels like eternity since I've been here. Ugh. How's everyone doing, eh? How we feeling? It's me, Captain. The Captain what make it happen. And you know what that means. I'm back. For some sort of insane reason. Well, allow me to tell you what the insane reason is this time, and you're not going to believe it. I'm ugly. Yes, at last I admit it. What do you want from me? I'm a little crusty, my hair's long, and my medallion and cloak look rotted. So it's time, I'm afraid. I will be shedding this skin and crawling into a much better new one that I'm drawing here today. Yes. Anyway. Yes, we are doing an art stream, and I peeked the devil out of my mic by clapping like that. So we're just going to get right into it today. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what I'm going to do for you, and here's what you're going to do in return. I'm going to go ahead and turn loop off, turn shuffle on my good old playlist here. And we are going to begin our little misadventure into the world of art as we always have. Whoops! Hi, I'm waking up. I'm having breakfast and coffee. Hello, good morning, Tofu. Been a bit. Oh, whoops, that's not art. That's an announcement that the first official Captain Crossroad YouTube video is live. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I made a video. A real one. Not a long-form content thing, actual edited goodness. How good is it? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Here's the freaking link. Look at that. Click that. It'll take you right to the YouTube video, and you can watch it and, judge it at your own discretion. I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of this, though, so you can see exactly what I'm listening to while I work. So go ahead, give that video a click, keep it open in your tab, and feel free to hang around while I do some good old-fashioned art. I learned a lot making that video. I feel proud of myself. Really, really proud. In fact, so proud, give me a second. Whoop, wrong one. Check it out! Rat skulls? Yep, pretty much. I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, here's a lot of the art I did. Here are a lot of the sketches. Good stuff. You got the thumbnail? You got a news report? You got the, me holding the bastard. The bastard being held. And welcome to Clowns. The full sketch. There's a few more things in there, but here's a bit of unused content. This was going to be for a gag. Instead, I used the frame of, my game screen, slightly edited, to better fit my purposes. Good stuff. Anyway. Up. Or that. This is unrelated, but still worth showing. Anyway, on to what we're... I will not save it, because I haven't made any changes. I love the thing little bro said about all clowns. I know. I can't believe he said that. So brave. So brave. Anyway, welcome. Yo, critical shit? Oh my god, yes. Thank you, Jason. I'm happy you know about this. Huh. Excuse me, my god. Alright, good song to start things off to. Ready, steady, here we go. So, I'm going to be building a new PNG tuber today from the ground up, and I'm going to be using a new software to do it. Technically, I'm still using Krita and Adobe Illustrator on my other computer to make the highest quality possible set of images. But today we're just going to start by sketching out everything. So, call this layer Origin Sketch. There we go. I'm going to put on the doohickey here. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to start the same way I always have, with the head. Okay, we're good. So, I want the head to be prominent. No shit. I want the head to be prominent. What the hell am I on about, huh? Okay, so here is my head. I believe Maxor calls it a corpus callosum. I don't know. I'm gonna teach you a little secret to how to space out my eye from the middle of my head. I'm gonna teach you right now. Well, actually, first I'm going to draw in an important part of my face, the beard. At first I just drew the beard sort of wild and unkempt, but now I have, like, a method to the madness. Do like that. It's all about the little changes, people. It's all about the little changes. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, there you go, part one. Next, we're going to further clean up the head silhouette here. That looks good. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the secret to spacing out my eye from the middle of the head. You ready? Assume I have both of them. So yeah, what you're going to want to do is draw both of my eyes. Like this. Something like this will help you figure out where the center line is and make the eye look the absolute best it can. See? Very good. Now we unmirror the image and erase the unnecessary left eye, because that's not in my head. Secret lore. Originally, I was planning to keep it in a cursed lighthouse so I could watch over everything from somewhere, but I'm starting to think that's kind of dumb. But I'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, next what we want to do is the asymmetry of the head. So, to start that off, you have to go, about there, and add another point to the beard about here. Except it's not so much the beard as it is like an extension of the head. It's his hair. It's my hair. I'm low-key trying to figure out how to make this look like a, well, it's not going to look like it, per se, because then that would rope me into certain archetypes I do not wish to be in. I wanted to evoke, like, the feeling you get when you look at a powerful lion's mane, you know? The second eye is keeping up with YouTube videos back at home. Yeah, no, I just put it in front of the TV and let it rot itself with Cocomelon. It's the one way they can kill me, and I'm microdosing it so I can live forever. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why don't I add the point on this here? Well, technically it is there, but for the sake of the silhouette, we ignore it, because we're about to do my hair. So from here, what I like to do is as follows. Start off with like a very pronounced point, like that. Next, you want to bring it up and over. And the thing that helps is if you do like this. Like that. Kind of like some Timmy Turner type shit. Something like that? How's that looking? This is always such a randomly difficult part for me. You know, I can draw the Cape of Foe monster for free of charge. I can draw the Cursed Amulet, basically from memory. But this one arc of this one curved line of hair that I've got going on, I don't know, I just can't wrap my head around it for some reason. Which is weird, because it's my head. Alright. Ah, Jesus. Okay, now for a bit of additional fine-tuning. Do like that. Very nice. Actually, we can cut this to be a bit lower. The original idea of the whole one-eyed thing was supposed to be like... Spiky hair's my weakness too. I know, that's why you rock that pompadour like a champ. I'm gonna tell you a secret. So, for those of you who may know the original me, you may know that I had some messy-ass hair. It persists. So, the idea was to sort of give myself something like this. You know, hair here. The hair like this. And then it would go down and over. It would cover the eye. And that was the plan. And it would have been this whole thing. I would have had like this, and I would have still had like my old mustache, the old me's mustache, and you know, there would have been like a bit of skin here, and then the rest of it would have been like a spooky skull, something like that. And from here it would just be like, you know, teeth. The teeth thing was always going to be important. 100% the teeth was going to be important. Actually, I think having the full face drawn out might give me a decent shot here, so let's try that out. This reminds me, I need to play A Hat in Time on my channel. Both because, you know, it's a fun game that I enjoy and I want to share with people, and, little known fact, but it is recorded on the VOD channel. It was the first stream I ever did. It was a test stream to see how well my streaming setup worked, and it worked fine. Admittedly, the volume on it was loud, and I played a bunch of dumb Hat in Time mods. There was a visual novel where you called Sans Undertale. Okay, next we do like this. See, a lot of drawing my big fugly mug is just measurement and seeing what feels right. Like this don't feel right, but I feel like if I do like this, extend the point. Yes, yes. Okay, we're kind of there. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's keep this going. Oop, wait, no, don't erase the eye. I need that eye. So let's clean up the rest of the face, because we're not using that. That is old concept art, damn it. Non-canon. Okay. So, yes, there is my big, grim head. It's where I keep all of my good ideas, and most of my bad ones. Okay, so, there you go. There's my head. So next up is my body. Okay, so, as a lot of you know, I'll demonstrate up here for those who may... I'll demonstrate up here for those who may not. For those who may not know, the average bipedal humanoid body sort of functions like this. Please. Here's the head. Okay, and then you've got the neck and the shoulders here. And the torso, the pelvis. Here are legs. And here are arms. My god, it's so lifelike. Alright, anyway. Okay, so for me, my build is sort of different. Obviously, you've got my head. But my shoulders are like just underneath my head. Because my neck, it is there, but it's like, you know, I'm leaned forward a bit. And you've got my spine. And assumedly, my pelvis in my legs. Bruh, I look like a picture that Slender Man drew. I'm built like... I am built like a Slender Man page, dude. Find my freaky pages. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, with that out of the way, let's get started on my body. Now, an easy way for me to measure where I want my body to start is my beard, which is part of the reason why I sketch out the head first. Other reasons being it's just common sense. If you know somebody who starts sketching out an entire character from the feet up, they may be an issue. Destroy them on sight. Okay, so here we go. So my shoulders are a bit like this. And something I want to try here is I'm going to actually take some advice. I'm going to try and sketch out the old bone structure here. So here's my ribs. I am a bulkier gentleman than that, I feel, but, you know, actually, no, that kind of works. Plus, I can change the size of anything I want later on, because I am simply that good. Alright, so, from this immediate moment, we are going to go ahead and, I'm going to teach you the secret to drawing the coat. And that starts, of course, with the body. So to draw the coat, you have to draw the body first. I know, what a novel concept. Okay, so obviously I've got sort of like a curve to my body. I'm not like a brick wall, as much as I would like to be. I am very self-conscious of my curves, because not all of them are pleasant. Because, you know, not all of these are mine. Some of these are like stolen, misplaced dragon fangs or human ribs. You don't know, I don't know, who knows? I'm Captain Crossroad. I could be made of hamburger meat. I certainly smell like I am. I like using beef in my cooking. But recently I've been into using chicken. Let me draw while I'm yapping your ear off. Chicken is a delightful meat, if you know how to use it, and Lord howdy do I. I've got this chicken dish that is so grand, it enabled me, yes it enabled me, to create from nothing my own honey mustard. Yummer, burger meat. Okay, I need to be wider. Things most people would never say. I need to be wider. Okay, so, just gonna quickly clean that up. We want thin lines. Thin lines allow for much greater readability. Rebuild the spinal column. Crossroad can be used for smuggling snacks past movie theaters. Oh yeah, no. Because, like, you know, they gotta search everyone, but there are some dudes that they will not touch. And, you know, a guy with no visible face beyond eyes and occasionally teeth? Yeah, you don't mess with a guy built like that. Okay, coat time, coat time. The coat is the goat. So, what you're going to... what you're going to want to do is as follows. You're going to want to start about at the collarbone here. Just below it, actually. And then just... the curve of the... the curve of the, inseam of the coat. I think that's what it's called. You know, where the coat opens, where the zipper lives. I don't know what that's called. My degree was in illustration, not fashion design, but Lord knows if it was in fashion, I'd have found... we're not going to talk about that. So we're just going to do like that. Very nice. Okay, so there's the coat. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and quickly mark where we want the medallion to sit. I would prefer it to be bigger than not, you know? There it is. Okay, now what we're going to do next is actually deal with the coat. Now, I've actually drawn it just a wee bit wrong because, you know, it sort of comes in. So, yeah. it rolls along the body, I guess you could say. It rolls along the body. And then next what you're going to want to do is, because it's always a devil to draw, for my cape, you're just going to want to sketch out the general shape. So to start, first let me make sure I'm sufficiently shaped. There is like a bit of a gap, a bit more of a curve here. Not because I'm like skinny as hell with a decent waistline. Like, oh my god, he's the model of fashion. Nah, I'm bulky as hell. I own that. I am proud of my build, I guess. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I'm a build. So, yeah, just go ahead, do a bit of that. I don't like how that looks now, so let's just do a bit of fine-tuning. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I can never get, like, the length of my torso/body as consistent as I would like it to be. But at the same time, nothing looks right. Also, at the same time, I'm standing more upright for this piece because, you know, it's my VTuber model. PNG tuber, rather. Excuse me. I ain't one of those fancy big shots what can afford their own model. Anyway, time for this. So, from the first inward curve of my beard, right next to the tooth, you're going to want to draw this line. And then it's a nice round bit, and then it goes sort of like that. Now, just to make things a bit easier, we're going to go ahead and build the shoulder now. So, say, the cloak is form-fitting at the chest, so it looks like that. Next, we, here, give me a second, actually. Whenever I talk like this, whenever I talk like that, it's because I'm holding my pen in my mouth. Not like, I'm chewing on it. Nah, I'm holding it very, very gently with, like, my mustache. Now I'm looking. Give me a second. Yeah, I know it's here. There's one decent picture of me I can use. Perfect. Just in time. Insert this reference image. There you go. We can utilize that for colors and other such things. Brilliant. Okay, so. That was about the best picture of me. And my body looks a little, wanting. Okay, so let's touch up my torso a bit, shall we? I want it to be... Wait, no, we need that. I want it to be wider. Quickly set my pen thickness back to 40, because I am very, very, particular about how I like my things to work, you know? Okay, yes, that's looking so much better. Okay, yep, there we go. That's what was missing. It was width. I'm also going to see if I can't... The coat's fine. The coat is exactly... The line of the coat is exactly where it needs to be, so let me just do like this. There, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now we quickly sketch that out. And then we want the arms. I have some big-ass arms, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. I did that on purpose, because, like, I personally feel like that's one of the heights of character design, you know? Where, like, you know, let's say you've got, like, shoulder, bicep, the elbow, the forearm, and the hand. You know, that's all fine and good, but I like when it does like this. I like when you got the shoulder, and then you've got the bicep as well, and that sort of builds up. And then you've got the elbow here, as always. And then, like, the arms sort of, like, fans out. Like it gets wider. And you got a big hand at the end of it. Very nice. That's what I like. That's what I like in my characters. I like them to be built in such a way. You know, because he's good, he's good. So, oh, hang on. Did I see that magic pixel that I've accidentally selected? Anyway, speaking of cool media that's come out recently from people like me, who here has seen Phonograph's Clocks, Land of the Severed Sun series? I watched every episode as it came out. That sort of kept me going through February. It was, without going too much into it, because a lot of it is not my business to tell, I am extremely tired from February. I don't want to talk about it here. This is not the place to talk about it. This is Chill Vibe City here. I think I can make the line of the still going through the series. I think I'm halfway there. Hell yeah, dude. It's totally worth it. I'm gonna ask Phono about it if he gets here. Or possibly later tonight, because I am looking to hang in the cult tonight. Because I miss you guys. Alright. Okay, so we've got my arms. My arms are the longest part of me. They do go all the way to the ground, which is why they're usually, like, bent. Now you know. I've got long arm, strong arm. Also, fucking whoops, I completely forgot to reset that, and now I have to, do this. Touch that up as well. Very nice. Just, you know, clean up the general area of the scarf either way. Oh god, I completely forgot to do that side too. Ah, Captain. You make yourself old. Alright, there you go. Oh my god. Okay, just do like that. Beautiful. Okay, clean that up. And there you go. Maybe we could talk about Watch Party, see the whole series in one go. Possibly. But, you know, I figured no matter what, Phono's gonna want a breather from it, so maybe tonight it's Kirby or video games. Oh my god, the Deep Rock Galactic Lunar New Year event. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. I completely forgot about it. Oh my god, it ends in like a few days, I think. Hang on, let me check. Bear with me, folks. It's an update for Rabbit and Steel. When was the last time I played Deep Rock Galactic? My god. Until March 3rd. Oh my god, we have to do Deep Rock Galactic tonight. The event ends tomorrow. Deep Rock Moomin. Moomin, Papa, and Little Mai would end up on Hoxus. Let's be completely honest with ourselves here. Alright, so. There's the body, there's the form. I like how the heads come out. Good size. Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. Now this part is particularly tricky to get just so, because the head is asymmetrical and it messes with it. But here's what I like to do. So, starting from this point, in between these 2 points on my beard, we draw a line up, like so. I like for it to frame my head a bit. No one utilizes good framing in character designs anymore. But no, they do. There's still some room for it, so let's see. And then you've got like this, and that allows for Go like that. And there you go. Easy as. Then you've also got the actual, like, necklace part of the medallion. That allows it to hang off my deal here. Actually, what I like to do, because my neck is sort of lowered, you gotta draw it like this. And I like... Once again, I like them to... I like the necklace itself to get thinner the closer it gets to the actual, like, medallion here. Next you draw, you know, you draw on your little thing, your little doodad here. The detail of my cursed compass necklace. When I originally started streaming, and I designed the compass emblem for myself, I originally intended it to be like a sort of symbol, you know? I wanted it to be like an emblem of, you know, maybe it's not always going to be 100% correct, but I'm leading you somewhere. Now that I'm fucked up and evil, quote, I can say, ooh, it's the cursed compass, doomed to mislead, and all that. Okay, I think that would look better like this, and then don't tell anyone, but this might not be perfect. Okay, good. I would do the line right down the middle. Very nice. Okay, and then, as you can see from about here, I've got, like, you know, the void crawling up my cloak. So, let's say it'll go to about like this. There it is. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so, now, what's next? No, that's pretty much the entire thing, actually. Yeah, that's my torso, my body, my arms, my cape. I think I can fine-tune the cape just a teeny bit. It's pretty much perfect, actually. I got it right in one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to give it a bit more of that. Just because I don't want it to seem too, like, rounded. I do want it to have some, like, rigidity. It is, like, old fur, so, you know, there is a stiffness to it. For those wondering, I expect the texture of my cape would be something like, well, obviously bristly, but, like, a very coarse animal hair. Like, a good comparison would be a horse's tail, I guess. But not, like, so coarse that it's unbearable, mind you. It's a cape that I wear all the time, so obviously, yes. Okay, and then from there, obviously we won't be needing the entire body. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to take all of this. Actually, for risk of complicating things, I'm just going to take the whole thing and squish it down ever so slightly. Because I don't think we need that much VTuber. We don't need that much body, you know? Okay, and then, yeah, from there it's pretty good. If I had to edit it in post, I'd say just, you know, make the head bigger. Alright, now let's start putting things together. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this layer to start. Call it head. There we go. So what I'm going to do with this layer is, obviously, to start, get rid of all of this superfluous drawing. We don't need it. Cool as it may be. Don't worry, the original layer will have it. Okay, then from there, we are going to erase everything else. But the head. That's right. Captain's having notions. Okay. Just erase everything. Erase everything forever. Yes, sir. I really like this song. I really like the game it's from, too. I've streamed it already. But I would be happy to stream it again, you know? It's a very special game to me. Not because of any, like, emotional reason particularly, but because, you know, it's just a game that I like. It's a story that means something to me. And, you know, I don't really get a lot of those. Like, the last big game I played was Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, and, you know, my story is like, you know, I gotta stop these bastards from making eternal life and kill this war machine that's trapped underneath a facility, but the character's story is still incredibly unclear. We still don't even know why we came down here in the first place. Anyway, here's my head. And now for the next sketch, it will be the body. We're going to bring back the sketch and make it transparent. And now, I'm going to cheat. Okay, I think this one might be copyrighted, so give me a moment. There you go. That's a good one. Although it might be a little quiet, so just for this one, we'll turn it up. This is one of those songs that makes me think of Peppa. Alright! Back to it we go. Drawing out the body. Okay, so, because my head's not in the way, you're gonna see how the cape looks between my shoulder blades. So obviously you're gonna wanna... Whoops, wrong layer. Okay. Bust out the 40-point pen, baby! And here we go again. So, what's going on behind my head, you may ask? Obviously, it follows the curve of my back. Oh yeah, that's nice, that's groovy. Might be a little too loud, actually. Let me set it back. I forgot, it's the intro that's real quiet. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me just fine. Okay, this is actually a trick that I've been thinking of. How am I gonna do this? Oh, silly me, I forgot to add the additional details on the front of a cape. Okay, so here's my problem. You're gonna notice I'm gonna do something here. Ready? That's right. The front and back of the cape have got to be two different things. Because the arms have got to function underneath it as well. Also, here's another thing going on with my cape here. I just do like this. There you go. Secrets abound. Don't you feel special? Okay, then you've got the actual body. Just draw that out like this. God, it feels good to be working on 2D still art again. I loved making that video, but Lord have mercy, was it tedious. I've got another video project or two in the works already, though, so don't worry. Hopefully in due time you'll see more from good old Captain. And hopefully longer, too. Okay, next up is the medallion here. To save me some trouble, we're going to go ahead and do like this. Very nice. Got my collar here. And as you know, the actual detail of the cloak here. We're honestly not going to need all of this, obviously. I'm thinking about cutting it off about like here. Take out all of that underneath, so we just got the arms. I've got a headache coming on. I think the sound of my own voice is messing with me right now. Which, honestly, would be kind of fair. Anyway, back to it. Okay, let's see. We've got some fine-tuning to do to the body here, lest I forget. Okay, so here's what I want to do with the cloak, because I don't like it to just be like smooth like that. What I like these little spikies. I'm absolutely certain these things have a real name. But hell if I know what they are. There's tufts, maybe? Tufts of fur. I don't know. The important thing is, you gotta have it. It's like having a crunch bar with no crunch. You just don't do it. Egg. Hello, Peppo. Welcome. As you can see, I'm on my artsy-fartsy bullcrap again, and I'm talking about crunch bars. Maybe I need some chocolate. Well, it's a good thing that somebody very close to me recently got me a good storage of different chocolates from all over the world. So, maybe I should tuck into that. Hee-hoo. I'm just enjoying good music, good company, now that you're here, my love. Okay, let's see. Actually, no, the 1 point on this one is enough. But also not enough. What I want to do is I want to make it really, really, like, fat. You know, I want it to be like what's going on over here. Let me touch that up so you can get a clearer picture. Look at that. That's what I want. This is what I want out of a tuft of fur. It's gotta be wide, but it's also gotta have that curve. It's gotta have that character, baby. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, doing one of these streams is actually a nice challenge for me, because I can't really be quiet for too long. Normally, I'm afraid of talking over the game, but here I am, doing my thing. Yeah, I was really afraid of talking over the game with Poppy Playtime. Luckily, I didn't go out of my way to find all the tapes and stuff. Otherwise, that would have been 4 or 5 streams of just waiting for audio to play. I had a good time with Poppy 5, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, formula's getting a little dry. I respect the hustle to, what is it? I respect the hustle to, like, dedicate themselves like that to, chapter, to, you know, making that many games, increasing the scope of it each time. I respect that. And I also respect them going beyond the, because, you know, it was like Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine. A lot of the games that came out that were chapter-based are all 5 chapters. So the fact that we're getting more than that is nice, but at the same time, it feels like the game's overstaying its welcome. How's this looking? Alright, it's looking good. My head goes there, of course. Okay, I guess all that's really left to do is to add the detail here. Yes, this is how I indicate gradients. No, you can't judge me for it. I'm Captain Crossroad. I'm the artist here. You are my captive audience. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You can see I've got my little self-portrait over here. If I ever make it big as a streamer, I'm gonna get like somebody. I'm gonna commission somebody to do like a digital painting of me, like you'd see in a monarch's castle. You know? I just want to have that. Anyway. Okay, so that is that done. Next up, the arms. Now this is going to be quite similar to how it was here, except allow me to confess to you a mix-up. Okay, so there's that. There, arms are done, right? Wrong. Okay, so let's see. The arm should go about up to here. Then you've got that. It's about where the shoulder would be. And you just naturally let it do its thing here. I guess just make this just a teensy bit wider. So how's everyone doing in Chatland tonight? And there are my arms. Easy. Maybe I make the amulet a touch bigger, huh? Yeah, the amulet's too small for my liking here. You know what, just do it the old-fashioned way. It's not going to be pretty, but at least it'll work. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Now we simply do like this. There we go. That's what I like to see here. That's nice. Good, good. Good. Now that is king-sized. Hee-hoo. Oh, I have such a headache. I don't know why. Maybe this will be a shorter stream today because I feel like we're making pretty solid progress. Okay, so. I suppose something else I could do is, like, make some different arms. Actually, give me a second. I want to check. I don't know where the hell my phone is, and I'm worried someone's calling me. One moment. No one's calling me, but I did hear it buzz because I think a bot just followed me on Twitter. Also, Peppo, I don't know if you saw, but, new video. I'm excited. I hope people like it. I know there are going to be people who enjoy it. You guys enjoy my content. If you didn't, you wouldn't show up. I know how it is. But still. I'm going to go ahead and put this away now. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I really like Welcome to Mafia Town. This is a great first level theme. Both adventurous and, you know, challenging. I am a mafia. I do not like hat, child. I am a mafia. Mafia dive fastest man alive. Okay. Once again, need to play, some of that. Okay, so let's try the most difficult thing imaginable. Let's draw my hands. Okay, we'll start easy and do like a fists toggle here. I figure the hands will go like this. Watch, the elbow's about here. So, let's say this is the opening for my Vos. And then we got these. There you go, very nice. Except they're like off somewhat. Yeah, because if you look at the body, they're like... I'm looking to have this not be that, you know? Okay, so... Unfortunately, I can't mirror, like, transformations and stuff, which makes me crazy. But at the very least, I can, like, edit it. Like this. Nope, get the body sketch. Something like that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this. And this, and... Shit. I forgot to turn off the mirror. Ah, gets them every time. Captain, you damn fool! Okay. 40. I'm thinking of getting back into Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, like, obviously I miss it, for God's sake. I've played D&D now. You now live in a, post-Captain D&D world here. Blame Peppo. And, I'm looking to make my, Final Fantasy XIV character, Maximus, into, like, a full-on guy. Did you know? Okay, so, the hardest part of this is going to be the actual hands, which I'm going to sketch out on a separate layer, because this shit is tough enough already. Or I could do like this. So, like, I could draw out a normal human palm, like this. Give it that distinction. And then just sort of build... sort of build the stranger's fists off of it, like this. You gotta remember that, okay, let me show you. So the stranger's fingers work something like this. Obviously they got wider the closer to the base they get, and they're segmented kind of evenly, like so. Just gonna go ahead and hide that. Okay, and then... Actually, I think I could clean this up a decent bit if I do like this. Okay, so, if I do like this, put this line here, and this line here, and do like that, boom, there's the midsection. Then from there, I can incorporate this bone, and then from there I can work this one into it as well, and voila! There you go, see? If you're smart, the problems, they'll just figure themselves out. Obviously, I wish I were a bit smarter. But hey, what I got's pretty good, huh? Okay, so let's see. To further fine-tune this, got to adjust the thickness of it. Go. that's very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Then we sort of got the similar thing going on here with the, yeah, similar deal with my thumbs, except the thumbs are not as segmented. Because, you know, a human thumb... Here's me drawing a human thumb now. My own vague definition of it. So obviously you've got, like... Let's say that's part 1 of the thumb. And then here's part 2 of the thumb. And that's, you know, that's what the stranger has. But part 3 of it is, like, the big... core bone that's like right in the palm, just an extension of the palm. Stranger doesn't have that because, you know, Stranger just got the fingers. Why am I referring to myself in the third person? This headache is killing me. That's why. Captain, you fool. Are you winning, Captain? I'm Arton, but we're winning big now that you have finally returned from the animation mines with another award-winning Flash Flood under your belt. Finally, the Pink Room has some company. Hooray! Yes. Rest, soldier. Your great triumph is now behind you, so you're just free to chill for a second. Hey man, listen. I got 3 trophies. Damn right! Earned. Every single one of them. Gotta hype my boy up, because that shit is legitimately so cool. Oh yeah, this song reminds me, we got a new Ina animation coming out soon. Excuse me. My god, that was horrible. Oh my god, that's right, yeah. Dude, you were in there for so freaking long. I missed you so bad. If you're around tonight, let's hang. We'll all go to the Cult of Choco and kick back and relax. Okay, so what am I doing right now? Okay, let's see. Yes. More bones. So, once again, same deal, except now we have a little less to worry about. Just gotta, you know, make it like this, wrap it around, and bring it on over top. It's a bit too wide over top. But, you know, it is what it is, so... There we go. I really like this song. This is a good song. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still catching up on all the sleep I missed. Damn right. You get them Z's, boy. Don't let them escape. But yeah, whenever you're ready, just hit us up and we'll all hang in the cultic once again. Proud of you for seeing all that through. It's really impressive stuff you did, dude. In fact, so impressive, I may have started a little something. And now that I know everyone's names, I'll be able to actually put... I'll be able to put the freaking things going on. Dude, I really, really liked it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really liked Land of the Severed Son. Like, something about it just resonated deeply with me. And it just made me so happy. I liked seeing your little witness go about their business and get their butt kicked by dudes. And I'm looking forward to finishing this piece for you. I'm gonna do it all right here in Krita to give it that authentic, hand-drawn feeling. And I promise you, it's gonna be so cool. You can probably already guess, but I really, really liked the leech guy. I really liked him a lot. And the couch. You made some cool-ass characters. And I know you got inspiration from someone who did you some fan art. And my god, that whole thing was awesome. And I'm really happy I got to see it. Look, I even got my infinite wellspring of character references here. But now I can just refer to the actual, like, credits sequence where you got everyone. But yeah, that's what I'm working on the side here. But at present, in case you didn't know, I am working on a brand new animated PNG tuber. I found a program called PNG Tuber Remix that should be like a massive upgrade over what I've got going on here. And also, you know, I'll be able to update the colors and have a few more emotions and be so much better. So, yeah, here's the original sketch, just so I had something to build off of. We've got the head, we've got the body, we've got hands in progress. They obviously need to be a lot bigger, but that's okay. We can make it work. Okay. Back to this. So again, gotta have nice and that wonderful good stuff. Very good stuff. There you go. And we got the It'll Do Too music, which was also in Land of the Severed Sun. Ah, shit, I drew the entire middle finger without drawing the middle finger. That's crazy. Alright, there you go. Looking good, Joker. Nah, that doesn't look quite right. It looks like I'm going, ooh, I used a lot of Ludosity music. I will probably use more in the future. I approve. Obviously, I'm not John Ludosity or nothing, but you know, I'm here for it. Okay, first off, we gotta make these bigger. Yeah. Okay, you know what? What if I just do this? Undo that. We'll just go ahead and, we'll just do it for one of these. Okay, so first order of business is to turn it somewhat. Make it bigger. Placed about here. Now the perspective is weird, though. It's okay. I know what to do in this exact situation. Here's Captain ignoring the laws of reality to once again make things work the way he wants them to work. As is my right as man and law. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to take all of this. Very nice. And I'm going to rotate it and move it down. Wait, actually, that's just perfect. I was going to, actually, just to be sure. It's good now, but we can always make it better. Rotate this and move it here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then, in a stunning twist, there you go, not bad at all. It's just about the fine-tuning, you know? Okay, leave that like that. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully I didn't magic pixel anything. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, and now there you go. Just in time for it to be where it rained. Whoop. Ignore that. I was trying to zoom out using my fingers, but instead I drew a dinky little line. Here, we're an hour in. Why don't we take a second to just draw some random bullshit? Except without my pen. Yoo-hoo. Okay, so I'm going to use my finger to draw Anton from Anton Blast. Okay, so first I'm going to make his head. Alright. His head is square to me. Next, just so I have it as a reference point, I'm going to draw out his nose and his beard. Big old mouth. There's many, many teeth. Next, his eyebrows. Go a bit like that. So maybe not as sucky. And his eyes. I've accidentally made a wonky Anton, but that's okay. Next little secret. Here's his ear. Hello. Hi, Tofu. I'm drawing Anton with my finger. His big hair. Also goes back the same way, and I like to draw it like that. His hat. Do that on it. And, yeah, there's Anton. That's him. Is it any wonder why they kicked me out of finger painting? And that, other than that, you know, I got Anthony Blast. There he is. Okay, at this point, these fists are completely outdated. So, fare thee well, motherfucker. Wrong layer. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, that's perfect! You went to finger painting class? Did you meet kid named Finger? I'm the reason we speak of him. That's perfect. Look at that! That's perfect! Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, I have trouble drawing bone hands like mine. So this came out beautifully. I am insanely happy with this. Now how am I supposed to get that to the other side? Oh, I know. Like this. Behold the holy power of shenanigans. I can't wait to start my rerun of chapter, what's it called? Chapter 1. I can't wait to start my rerun of Deltarune either. Using what I learned to, improve a certain thing I have prepared. Yeah, doing the video taught me a lot. About my video editing software, that is. I didn't learn anything new about art. I'm pretty much 100% on that. Alright, there we go. Perfect copy on either side. Now let's see if we can't work these big forearms into anything. I like Monday Bossa Nova. I should just replay Underhero. Not on stream, just for myself. I've done it with Pseudo Regalia a few times. But Pseudo Regalia is a bit easier to hop in and out of, because it's just like very movement heavy, not very narrative heavy. You don't have to worry about leveling up, you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. put a playlist together of all the music I listened to while I was making movies. It's a real hodgepodge of shit. Bruh, send that to me. I wish to hear the mind of a phonograph clock while he's rocking and rolling. Alright, let's see. What am I on? Call these the fists. These are raised arms. Sure, I'll DM you. Thank you. Recently, Peppo is making me do things. Peppo is making me, get good at a Sonic Crossworlds racing. And I'm pretty good, actually. I'd stream it if my computer didn't explode every time I touched it. Let me take a look at the phonograph playlist here. What do you got? Songs that got me through the 2026 flash flood. Let's take a look. Human, Daft Punk, Block Party, Bonks, Deadweight. You got some good ones here, my guy. I Need a Noise. Untitled number 9, Nocturnal D from the Clock Crew. Damn, these have like sauce. You've got sauce. Fucking Flavor Folly, Human, and Human After All by Daft Punk is not coincidence. My fucking bug brain just associated them with each other. Fair enough. Should get back into Sonic Racing, but I'd have to get on my PS4. Phooey. You should be allowed to load it on your PS5 if you have it. Okay. I'm actually going to start the raised arms over again, because I am not 100% happy with how those are coming out here. Well, actually, I shouldn't just delete them outright, you know? Okay, let's see. There's still value, even in the flaw, because I can use this. Watch me now. Raised arms, but better. Okay, so. Also, that also isn't all the music I listen to, just the ones I actually managed to get work done to while listening. Fair enough. Godspeed, soldier. Yeah, I know that. Sometimes you gotta have a playlist for working, and sometimes you gotta have a playlist for being, you know? You gotta be, too. An artist can't be an artist if an artist isn't being, you know? You know? You gotta be. You gotta be. Captain Crossroad B costume coming soon. My cape will be remarkably fluffy, and the coat will be yellow, and I guess... Yeah, no, I'd have the bug abdomen thing going on. Like, the top of my body would be striped, and the part that fades into the gradient would fade into, like, a dark brown instead of pure black. And I would have antenna. Please do that. I will. I'll start workshopping the design after stream. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking for this. Obviously, we've got that going on here. Very nice. Okay, good. Like that. Hide the body for a moment. These sleeves, man. On those cheap springs that very loosely bounce around. Yes, absolutely. That's how we get the VTuber model in. Be Captain Crossroad. Okay. fine-tune it. Not that the interior is gonna not that the interior of the thing is gonna matter too much in the grand scheme of things, thankfully. I don't know why I wanted spiky cuffs like this, but I did. I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't. Okay. Obviously, this isn't working the way I thought it would. So it's time for a bit of the good old-fashioned cheating. Okay, so we're going to start with general shape here. Now this song, actually, I forgot to mention, this song makes me think of Peppo, because she's the one who recommended I put it on the playlist. I think about her a lot. She makes me happy. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so, actually, no, that's too low. I want some room between, like, the edges of my cuffs and the, messy spikes. So let's try a little something like this. Very nice. Okay, so you're probably wondering what the hell I've done here, and I'm going to tell you. This top line is for these spikes here, going outward. The actual rips in my thing. Okay, ready, steady, here we go. Okay, good, conveniently that's still there. Okay, this one, go a bit past the property line, because we need it for aesthetic reasons. So we go to the line. No, actually, that's too far for the line here. Wait. A bit. So let's just sort of play it by ear here. Not at all playing it by ear. You see, I just went right past the line I intended. Okay, so I guess they all gotta go a bit beyond the property line to a degree. Otherwise they get too long, see. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's just clean it up and see how it looks overall. Oh, that is way too much sleeve, actually. We'll worry about the actual, like, line of the cuff later. For now, let's worry about getting these points in place. I like how I talk about things like I'm actually, like, physically building something. Yeah, none of these are in the right place. Gonna have to improvise. You there, get the sawed off 2x4. Yeah, that's not bad, and then we add a bit of that. And a bit of fine-tuning as well. There we go. And there you go. Raised arms. Okay, then you've got, what are these? That's the OG fist, we can get rid of that. Now those don't necessarily look right. I wonder if there's a way for me to, like, warp these. I mean, I can just find out. Check this out. Okay, here I go. Warp. 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 Cool. Alright, that's not bad. It's not exactly that good either. Okay, so warping's not the answer. Let's see what else we can do. Liquefy? What does that do for me? Oh. Oh! Okay, Captain's found a new toy. Give me, I guess, perspective, perhaps? Oh! I kid, of course. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Nope. That is definitely not the right option. They add new music to Grounded 2 and it's so good. God bless. What's the cage? What the hell is this? Why? Okay, let's try mesh. What does that do for me? Oh wait, that might actually be it. Here's Captain Crossroads fucking around with technology. That might actually be it, actually. Yeah. Wait, no, bring it back. No! Okay, perfect. Let's see. I like this song. It's very cool. Okay, let's see. My head itches. I'm hungry. I had pizza for lunch, but I'm still hungry. I don't know why. Whew. I am grateful that it is March. I am grateful that it is March. February was weird. I don't want to talk about it. But I'm grateful it's March. Okay, once again, I am going to have to do some quick editing here because I, once again, failed to realize that I cannot transform on a mirror level basis. I'm just going to have to do this. Turn the mirror back on. Set brush size to 40 point. Will be a good march, hopefully. Yeah, quiet. That's what I need. I've had a bit too much excitement recently. Old Captain's not built for it. So I am greatly looking forward to some much needed peace and quiet. I gotta lock in a bit here. Right. Pretty good. All the rest looks alright. Alright, I actually have to draw all the rest of this because it didn't get properly copied over to the other side because I, Captain Crossroad, am a military grade doofus. And you know what? That's okay because they're putting my song on. And you know what song that is? A song from a game whose sequel I own, and thus I need to play that shit again because guess what? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I fucking love this song so much, it's so cool. Sometimes I'll hit the layer lock button instead of the eraser and accidentally erase stuff I don't mean to erase, or vice versa. And then it's like, wait a second, I thought the layer was locked. Are you lying to me? You bastard? Okay, how's that look? Oh, premium. And then I think I can do another. Here, watch this. Duplicate layer and mask. Delete the old raised arms because those are now obsolete. See. And we will call these guard. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take I was like, why didn't that erase? Eraser's on. Oh, the previous layer is still underneath it. Duh. Okay, so. As y'all can probably guess, I have a plan for this. Watch me now. I got so busy this February, I forgot about the Switch account recovery. One thing I learned is that Switch 2 doesn't have YouTube or Crunchyroll. So I guess I'm glad I bought a Switch OLED a while back. Damn, really? Doesn't have YouTube? That's weird, I think. Okay, watch me now. Oof. Alright, let's see. Raised arms. No, not raised arms. Body. Need to look at my own glorious body. That's what I heard. I mean, I've got my Switch, too, so I could just boot it up and check, but I'll do that later. I'll let you know. When I was working my job in December, when I was working that job, I'm gonna be honest, this song played often while I was giving, like, you know, the sales pitch. It's funny, really. Okay, watch me now. So, we are going to hide the body. Yes, play me that beautiful, beautiful Repsit. Okay, so we're taking care of those, so let's go back to 40 points. Okay, just do that. And bada bing. And bada boom. Yeah, I just need to completely redraw this, so one moment. Second pair of arms raised for such occasions. There you go, very nice. Okay, and then, whoop, nice, and then just a bit of this, and voila. There you go. Raised arms. For guarding. Just in case. Now I'll even raise them up. Watch me now. Yes. Just in case. You never know. And now a part that I've been neglecting. Well, we're going to keep going on raised arms. I want to do like a claws out version. But now it's time for something else. This one has been vexing me since I started this ordeal, and I'm not sure how to go about it, but we're about to find out. Okay, so, time for The cape. It's genius. Okay, so, obviously, let me get the origin sketch back online here. The idea is for the cape to closely mimic the actual, like, let's call them, quote, pauldrons, because they're on my shoulders. So the idea is to have the cape mimic the flow, and then go like that. Well, actually, because there's going to be... I have about here. And once more toward the bottom, like that. That's important. Well, actually, not really, because I'm planning to cut it off about there, but, you know. Still worth mentioning. This is a shaggy, shaggy cape. Oh, wait, that's what it's missing. That's why it looks too flat by the shoulders. Is because of my secret trick. Hide that, go back into the body. Let's see. So obviously the cape, we need that, so let me just gotta retouch up the cape a bit here. Because we need to be able for it to accommodate for this. We'll call it the dividing spike. And we will use it for 1 million nefarious deeds. Until the sun burns out. All that crap. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Pasta, put it in a box. Bring it here and put it on my... Okay, so that should be better. Yeah, that looks better. So now instead of just being like that... Anyway, let's get back to the actual meat here, which is the cape. We're going to have it just be in the back, and we're going to have it sort of linger about like there. We won't worry about the extraneous details because that's going to be behind the scenes. And for me to worry about, not for you to worry about. So y'all just sit there and look pretty. We're going to do what we do every night, Pinky. Say Gex. Good work. I was actually watching a video about Gex recently. I don't remember why. Okay. So there's the cape. The cape is complete. So we've got the cape, the body, the arms, and variants of them, and the head. We've got a full body here, man. I did it. Well, kind of. There's still a lot more. We love Say Gex. I actually haven't touched a Gex game. Maybe I'll fuck around and find out sometime soon. Excuse me. I know I'm so gassy. You know what I could really do with right now? A bacon, egg, and cheese. It has been an obscenely long time since I've had a bacon, egg, and cheese. Okay. Ready? Steady? Here we go. So now we're done with all of that, but we're not done yet. So we'll do the raised arms. We'll do something else. Okay, so how I figure this is gonna go. Higgledy-piggledy. Woo! Stretching. Apologies. Okay, so let's just do what we always do, man, and cheat. Let's see. So we'll call this one reaching, and we'll go from here. So we'll start with a very rough sketch here. Oh. Ah, not quite. Way too rough. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start by drawing out my own hand. Unfortunately, I use my right hand to draw, so I can't really reference it. So let's cheat and do it on the left side, which for some reason feels sacrilegious. Okay, so let's see. Like this. Good. Go like that. Some room here. Good. And then like that for the pinky. That's like, ooh. And then, oh. And then, ah. E. Put the fingernail on the wrong side just to really upset somebody. That somebody was me. Oh, that was terrible. I'll never do it again, I swear. Okay, cool. So, let's see. First hand's arced like this. Second hand is surprisingly more arced like this. So it comes around. And then this hand is arced like that. And then this is arced like that. Captain Crossroad. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, we're going to go ahead and reduce the number of lines that I can see because it's screwing with my head. And remember, these are long fingers, and because they are pretty much the predominant source of my hand matter, due to my absence of, real hands,
I'm gonna be a real boy!
Is this too long? Possibly. It's definitely too wide. Remember, the fingers get narrower the further up you go. So this should not be as wide as it is. In fact, let me just try something here. Beautiful. When in doubt, simplify the shapes and then, recontextualize them later. I'm Captain Crossroad. I have an art degree. I know what I'm talking about. I need a sandwich. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going shopping tomorrow, and I'm getting me some cold cuts and some cheese and a damn good loaf of bread. Maybe I'll spoil myself and get me one of them loaves of potato bread. I don't know if you've had those, but they are... woo-wee, they are good. I like doing art on stream. It's been a bit. And, it feels a lot less... I feel more like I can focus like this, And then... and there you go. One finger taken care of. Actually, that could be just a bit bigger. Oh yeah, Phono. I just remembered. Even if you're not on tonight, I do recommend putting on some kind of strength-enhancing legwear, because there's a Deep Rock Galactic event going on right now and it ends tomorrow. The reward is a horse mask. We gotta get that horse mask, dude. Okay, let's see. From here, course of action would be like so. And then it gets a little wider from here. Honestly, I could just probably cheat and just do the full thing from here. Like so. There you go. Very nice. Very, very nice. At least I think so. But just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and scooch it over. Actually, I feel like this one might be better suited to be like the absolute side of the whole thing. Also, I just remembered. Shit. It's okay. We'll just turn off the mirroring, erase the other hand, and go from there. As we've always done. They're playing Tomb of Simulacrum. And that worries me. Okay, 40. Turn off the eraser. And now for the trick of it. So what I'm going to want to do is... No, like I said, this is way more a, what's it called? Alright. This is better suited for a different purpose, methinks. I'm just gonna take it and scooch it right there for the moment. Yay! Okay. So, I actually have an idea for what I want to do for the middlemost finger to give it that most look. So what I'm gonna start by doing is something absolutely insane. Taking this and copying it and pasting it. Did that not actually copy it? Okay, let me just do like that. Make sure it's on the right hand. Good. Can I just copy it from here? Copy selection, new layer. Perfect. Oh wait, no, I think I did do it right. Yes, I did. I'm a fool. Captain Crossroad is a fool. Okay, so we take this, move it over here, like that. Good, good. Actually, we'll stick it here for the moment. It's like watching a dude put a puzzle back together. It's very, very strange, I'm sure. Okay, so for starters, we're going to go ahead and do like this. Move this over like that. And in a rare turn of events, we're going to select this by itself, the number right here, and we are going to increase the size of it like so. And that'll do us some favors. Next, we take this particular talon, and we move it like this. There we go. And now we're on to Fluffy Fields, because I have figured it out. Whew! I need a cheeseburger. I need a cheeseburger with bacon and a fried egg. I tell you what. There is something really, really comforting about this song to me, you know? Just like it. It's like, hooray! Well, nah, I know why I like it so much. This song is the first thing you hear when you start a new game of It'll Do 2, and I really liked that game, and I've started it a few times. As said, if I ever do like bigger content, I want to do like a video essay on like It'll Do 2 and the meaning behind everything. Because, you know, it's about loving an adventure. To the point of, whoop. I heard something disconnect and I got scared. We're good. Everything's fine. Okay, so we do this. And now in another controversial twist, because we're trying to make it look like the hand is facing forward and not inward, I'm gonna do this. They're horizontal. Alright. Ooh, not quite. We lose something in translation here. But actually, I think I can fix it if I do like this. Yes. I could just take like this. Take this claw out. Yes. And move it like this. So it's like this instead. That kind of does it. Oh shit, Captain might be onto something. Oh shit, I'm cooking. I'm drawing hands and I'm cooking. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, so, yeah, we've got it. So now we've got this reaching hand, which is like, what's that? Oh, duh. Okay, this one is going to be this one. Very nice. I'm going to duplicate this layer again. Move it over here like so. Like that. Yes, yes. And this one will be slightly bigger because it is, you know, that's just how anatomy works, kind of. And I like the build of it. Yes, good, good. Like that. Take this. Yes. Yes. God, I fucking love this program. Also, this part of this song goes unnecessarily hard, and I've been haunted by it since the first time I heard it. You know what? I'm gonna play that one again. Hang on. Hell yeah. Just wanted to make sure I didn't screw up anything by turning the shuffle. Okay, let's see. Look out, world, Captain's cooking. Oh wait, I have another idea. They say he cooked for an eternity. That when he started... Thank you, Fono. That when he started, the table never ran dry. Ah, no, that ain't it. Okay. I have an idea, but I can't do it just by moving the parts. I will fine-tune it. And y'all are gonna be like, whoa, how'd he do that? Be gone with all of you. Okay, so we're going to quickly do a brief little this by taking all of these, whatever weird antimatter is over there, scaling them all up, moving them. Wait, actually, let's not do that too much. Compare them to the fists. Yeah, those need to be bigger. Got that bastard. Okay. Take all of these. Boom. Scale them up. Yeah, seems like a good size. Actually, we'll scale them down a smidge. Turn them in like this. Then we'll make one new layer and we'll bust out a thumb real quick. Now all that it is the eternal... Huh? I just noticed my playlist stopped. Did we play every song already? Yeah, I think so. Damn. Okay. Well, Vampires Invading Heaven. How you like that shit? Okay, now for the fun question. Okay, as always, step one is just drawing the thing out. Scale it up later. That is way too thick a brush for me. 40 points. Okay. So like that. Very nice. No, actually, that's not right. Gotta do it like this. Yes, it's reaching out, you see. Gotta make it a bit smaller. And then beef it up. Very nice. Not too much, because it's a thumb. Okay, rotate it slightly. That looks nice. Yeah, I can make this work. Watch this. Okay, so... there's the first segment. Next we do like this. Beautiful, look at that. Damn, better than I could have hoped. Get rid of that. Okay, now the tricky part. One more new layer. Call this claws. Take all of these. Reduce all of their opacities to about 50. Turn on the mirror. Hide the arms. And pray to God. There we go. So what's been new with... I'm 2 hours into the stream and I'm only just now thinking of what to talk about myself. I haven't been gone very long. I pretty much got you guys all caught up on everything. I guess it's been a bit since I've played Dandy's World, though. They added a new character to Dandy's World. Haven't seen them in action yet, but it's a nervous caterpillar named Squirm. Well, he's a bookworm technically, because lo and behold, he eats books. That's his whole thing. It is actually an interesting ability. It actually like makes use of the insane number of what's it called? The insane number of bookshelf assets that are just around. There you go. It's not bad. Pretty good, actually. I'm proud of that. Oh, I forgot to fine-tune it. Ah, who cares? We'll figure it out. Okay. So all of these can now go. Fantastic. And then we've got... Very nice. Okay, very, very nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? I guess I could make some faces. Faces, he says. Well, there is actually one I want to make. So let me do that real quick. And that, of course, is... teeth. So obviously, the way the teeth is going to work is as follows. We're going to have them. It's going to be like a big open mouth thing. It's going to be super scary. I don't know what the obsession is with teeth with me. These aren't even like your usual, like, monster teeth, like the sharp, pointy fangs and all that crap. It's like, I guess the best example is, if anyone's ever played Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, Specimen 2, the, creepy-ass sludge monster. That thing's got these kinds of teeth. It's kinda where I'm pulling them from, as well, but, you know. I don't know why I'm always so invested in making teeth in anything I make. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. There you go. Teeth are difficult. But I can make them work. Hey, look, it's me, Kane, Digital Circus. Okay. I got some teeth. Good stuff, good stuff. I got the place where it rained. Good stuff, good stuff. I actually don't know what else we can do for this. I really don't know what else we can do for this right now. I think the next course of action would be for me to send all of this to my, what's it called? To my other computer. And then I can start the process of digitizing it proper over there. You know, with like vectors and shit. Yeah! I don't know. Well, I guess the next project we're gonna try and figure out is how to get that annoying, persistent buzzing to stop in my microphone. Here, listen. You can just barely hear it, but it is the sound of, like, air. I have fiddled with every setting on this microphone that I can physically adjust. And this is the least invasive I can make it. Everything else just makes it worse. So I'm not entirely sure how the hell to do that. God, this is a good song. I wish I could sit with somebody and tell them some heavy truths about the man that I am versus the man that they think I am, you know? I think I recall there's a setting in OBS that you could throw on to filter it out, but I can't remember, it was so long ago. Well, I mean, we could try. Why not? We can try. Here, let me crack open the old Google search. Google.com. That's right, I'm going right to the website, not typing my question into the URL bar. Mortal Kombat movie trailer. Nah, I'm good. Let's see. How to reduce air noise in OBS streams. Noise suppression filter to your microphone in the audio mixer filters. For better results, use a noise gate to mute the mic when not speaking, and place the microphone closer to your mouth to increase voice to noise ratio. I can't. My mouse is between my mic and me. And my mouse takes priority, damn it. I use it to play games like Deep Rock Galactic, VR Chat, Rabbit and Steel, and Picayune Dreams. To name a few. Anyway, let's try it, shall we? Let's see what happens. Filters. Add. What is it? Noise suppression filter, okay? Add noise suppression. Please, noise suppression. Did it work? Hang on. Did it work? I have to check. I'm sorry. This is huge. This is colossal if this works. Hang on. Ignore that. Why am I following Basil the Wolf on Twitter? On Twitch? I'm not a... Well, no, I do like buff werewolf men. Who doesn't? If you don't like buff werewolf men, you're lying to yourself, honey. Alright, ready? I'm talking, I'm hearing myself speak. Yeah, I'm talking. Here we go. It's completely silent. 3 whole years of weird buzzing microphone audio. 3 whole years. 4 almost. And finally, it's gone. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is huge. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Finally. Thank you, Phono. Once again, your wisdom, even if not complete, has led me to a satisfying conclusion. Phonograph clock for the win. Alright, I guess... Guess I can do this for a while. Well, not really, because now I gotta go get a complete set of reference images for all the characters. And maybe readjust the image to make it tall instead of wide. But yeah, I really do like Land of the Severed Sun. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend it enough. So, please, give that a look. Support your local phonograph. And, yeah. Oh, I should probably save this, so let me just go ahead and do this. Pop that open. Make it 100% again. And let's quickly do this. Whoop. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Good shit. Good shit. What am I gonna call this? PNG Tuber Remix. I'll save it as a critter document. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway. Yeah. I can't believe it. Whew. Thinking about calling it here. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream, but we kind of got done all we wanted to do today. But I don't want to... Yeah, you know what, it's fine. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and, we'll go ahead and call it. So, yeah, good work, team. 2 hours. Good work. Alright, for now, we're gonna call it here. And, yeah, good work. I will see you dudes some other time, some other place. Let me go ahead and, clock out here with a damn good one here. I will have a good one, Phonograph. Thank you again for all of your hard work this past month, and I'm looking forward to when you're feeling right as rain. We can all hang out again. I'll just go ahead and end off on this. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Is there anyone streaming I would like to raid? Kinda? Nah, I got stuff to do. I can't stick around. Oh well. Well, I'll see you all Friday for something cool, I'm hoping. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Get home safe. Enjoy the no longer buzzing of this microphone. Have a good night.